Major General Rajan Kochar. Thank you both of you for joining me. Let me straight away go to Professor Swaran Singh. I mean to say, what explains this success of Asim Munir, that he is able to handle both Washington and Beijing when they are loggerhead? And sir, since you are a China expert, is it because, sir, America really wants to cut a deal with China and not Russia, that he is okay with Pakistan?
This is partly true that President Trump likes to cut a deal at individual level, and therefore his approach to both President Putin and President Xi Jinping is very distinct, unlike any earlier presidents. Second, this is the third time that Field Marshal Asim Munir is in White House in last 4 months. And I think the primary factor in that obviously is being one of the first ones to propose President Trump's name for Nobel Prize, giving him the credit, and the same ways now Prime Minister Sharif is also calling him man of peace. At personal level, I think those things really matter to President Trump a great deal. Second, I think there are also what we call push factors, not so much pull factors, where President Trump's approach to Iran and more recently to India makes Pakistan relevant. And if you look at history, so many times, particularly in the initial stages of presidential terms, we have seen Pakistan becoming closer to United States. But fundamental limitation that one after another examples show President of United States will face in befriending Pakistan is inordinately unusual, unique proximity and friendship that Islamabad has with Beijing. And that is something that will not go away. I think in that sense, we are hearing right now some voices contrary to President Trump within his team saying that India is still a relevant player and a friend in Indo-Pacific region and so on. The moment India relationship gets sorted out, India is 8 times larger economy in simple terms, and in many other ways not comparable to Pakistan. So the moment relations with India get sorted out, they will not blink an eye to drop Pakistan at any moment. I think it's a clearly temporary.
Professor, you are saying that it's basically ego. I'll take the closing statement. I'm really falling short of time. I mean, so then what sort of leverage do we have? How do we negotiate two people, unpredictable United States president and Beijing, which has done everything contrary to the Indian interest in last 50 years?
I think fundamentally we'll have to deal with President Trump. There is no escape from it, but we are doing it and we will do it on our own terms. As far as technology transfers are concerned, from US to India, US has traditionally been reluctant to transfer technologies and components. They are happy to sell complete weapon systems.
Professor Swaran Singh, what is most upsetting is, and I'm not asking this a question from the point of view of a rhetoric as an anchor. It is like a citizen. This guy personally masterminded Pahalgam. And he gets to be there 3 times.
So it does not matter to Trump if he can, have his ego massaged or any personal advantage, as you mentioned, cryptocurrency related profiteering that he might have. But what I'm underlining is that even at times when we had perfectly normal relations with the United States, technology transfers were not easy. So it's not just in these 4 months that we are getting into trouble with technology transfers. US is usually reluctant. So even if it becomes Pali and comes to New Delhi, these engines will not still come in a hurry. So that is going to take its own time. Sometimes this can also be an opportunity for indigenization, which is the focus of India. You remember cryogenic engines being denied to India, or Param computers being denied to India, yes. Same United States. So, those are issues that are lingering and ongoing. And the fundamental problem here is ego of one president. And India has been very, very restrained in responding. But there is no way that we can do what Pakistan is doing. Their leaders lining up there, waiting, for a meeting, yes. And yes. There is no agenda. No one knows why that meeting took place. Americans have not given any readout. and it's only Pakistan
maybe
which
as
is
General
for
Kocher
obvious
said,
reasons very happy.
maybe they just want a base. You know, he's not getting Bagram, so maybe he just want a base. But you know, it really requires a longer conversation. A lot of editorials, sir, have been written